Today I'm here with an old friend of mine, Chef Shakes. I never ever thought the day would come that I would see you working at a vegan establishment, but
it's kind of nice.
It has happened.
Yeah, it's opened my mind to a lot of different things. I mean, I cooked for David Burke for a while, and I was over at Ono, which is in the Hotel Grand Support.
Right.
My first job here was just line cooking over at the Aqua Grill. You do enough swordfish, and you see a worm the size of your thumb pop out of the fish. You're like, okay, that's enough swordfish for me.
We were talking about your early days on the Battleship.
Aircraft carrier.
I'm sorry,
aircraft carrier. We had planes and stuff. Planes and shit on that.
And you were an actual mess cook, yeah?
Oh yeah, that was the mess management specialist.
Mess management.
They got this little plane, this little like two propeller plane. It's actually a mail plane.
Okay.
So they got all the mail bags stuffed to one side, and they got 4 seats. They strap you in both. They're like, all right, here we go. Right, so you drop straight down, and then all of a sudden, boom, and they're like, everyone reach your puke bags, and I totally puked. I grabbed my bag of puke, held it above my head, and I was like, I'm here.
Right. So we're filling up our basket here. We've got our corn, our onions, our sausage, and our lemons. Yeah.
When someone was smoking, they'd be talking trash on the galley or whatever. Yeah. So you'd either get them with the old omelet, and you put the raw egg right in the center omelet and just close it up.
With shells and everything?
Shells and everything, and just slap it on the guy's plate. And there's nothing you could do.
Right.
Or if he really pissed you off, it was a repeat offender, you take it and you grease trap down in the bottom, you throw his omelet, we call it a trofflet. Yeah, we do flour dough and like huge piles, like, we'd have like 300 pounds of flour. It's all soft and squishy, and sometimes we just like head bang right into the dough, just like slam our head into the dough.
Hold on. So they literally take a guy who he's killed himself.
Yeah.
And they're putting him in the cold storage?
Yeah, well, he's in a big box, he's in his coffin. I mean, boot camp was pretty easy. It's pretty much just shut up and do what you're told. I learned really quick. If they're like, hey, fold your bed this way, you fold your bed like that way, and you kind of sneak in the back, and no one, like when I graduated, they're like, whoa, where'd you come from? I was like, I was right here the whole time, just minding my P's and Q's, You're supposed to be a machine or whatever.
And cooking-wise, you become a machine, don't you?
Oh, you have to when you're doing like 8,000 chocolate chip cookies with a 1-ounce scoop. And we call it just dropping the hammer. Just two guys
just the hammer.
Just sit there for 8 hours
flipping cookies. And that's why these Navy guys go absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's why you get a bad. It's like letting you out of prison. It's like doing time in prison. They're like,
you have one day to go drink and find women.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Greece. You got 48 hours. And you're like, what? Man, you just try to fucking drink everything you see. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're like, oh, I'm gonna go to a museum. No, you're not. Like for a little moral welfare, to raise the spirits of the crew. They're like, oh, we're gonna have a Steel Beach picnic.
Okay. You guys go bomb for a while. We're having a picnic.
Right. Like that's the main thing you want: mail and food. Also got a little rock and roll band going on, a little dirty punk rock. It's called the Afterbirth.
Afterbirth. That's right. I get daily updates on the Afterbirth. I'm like, gross.
Kind of fun. We're cooking in this little radio studio here, like almost at a campfire. Well, it's the food of the people.
Right. Chef/musician, here's your guy, Chef Shakes. Thank you so much, man.
All right, peace.
My name is